Hi, my scaredy cats. My name is Kate from Scaredy Cat Gaming, and we are back in with Alice Mare. Now, we have this riddle we gotta solve. And I figured it out. It's 4. Okay. Correct! The key. Yes, here you are. Obtain the key to the middle room. Good, we got it. That surprised me. No, it's nothing. Ah, be careful, it's cracked. Sorry, my hand is cold, isn't it? I'm sure it's because I don't know warmth. You're so kind. Now I realize only now. Much too late. Your hands are warm. Is there anything here? There might not be. I don't know. The white cat really is beautiful, but it's such a waste. I suppose I should find a good partner for myself. Okay. Alright, this started off with a bang. So someone's dead. Cold. Get back here, I want to talk to you. Him? Yeah, he was a great guy. Really. Calm down, calm down. I don't even care about that guy. I'm more concerned with not being able to play outside until this is settled. He was dead when I got here. Eee, I'm so scared. Who found him first? The person next to me, but he hasn't said a word. This seems complicated. I was telling him I'd go visit him tomorrow, but it seems like he was troubled. This person seems to know something. Excuse me, can we talk? Ah! He seems to be deaf. Do you know sign language? I see, that's a problem. How else can we talk with someone who's deaf? Well, write to them? Lots of hard words and charts. These are mine. It's probably too much for you still. I did all kinds of research a long time ago, that is. I was praised for it and even won awards. I don't do that anymore. No, it's not really because I got tired of it. And well, I guess it's also true I'm not good being around lots of people. But really, white couldn't be any less appropriate for me. Okay, you could write to him. Do I have paper? Let's see. No. Let's see if I can get that pen from the girl. I see. With a paper and pen, I guess we could write things to each other. Oh, what is it? A pen? Sure, I don't need it anymore. I don't have any paper. One of my sisters might. Ah, what to do? Let's get the paper from somewhere else. Paper? Yes, certainly. I just have this writing paper. Oh my, it's you. I'm looking forward to your book being completed, you know. This again? Oh, well, thank you very much. Sigh. Now, what should I do here? Okay, good. I have paper. Hold on. Do you know anything about what's going on? This isn't the language they speak here. I'll be fine. You only know the one language, right? Yes, I haven't taught you. It's too soon for you children to do that kind of study. I'll give it a shot. Give me some time. Alright, here we go. There was a detective who talked to each person here, but suddenly the lights went out and his throat was slit. Seems he had poor hearing. Before he died, there were 5 people in the room, the same ones here now. We'll call them A, B, C, D, and E. They were asked what they were doing before the murder. A. I was doing some reading here, then it suddenly went dark and I dozed off. I didn't know he was dead until I woke. He was murdered? Really? He wasn't a bad guy, though, to stab him with a knife like that. Ah, I want to play outside. I was just here for some tools. I don't know anything about him. Come down. I can't believe he was dragged here. Those footprints are big, so it must have been a man. Yeah, I was here, but I left right away. He wasn't even here then. I know the answer, but you have to answer it. It has to be someone else who interferes with the heart. There are 2 culprits. Good luck. Got it? Write the 2 culprits on the paper. That should do. Let's see. Alright, so C, and I think it was B or D, I don't know. I'm not good at this kind of stuff. Let me think about this. Alright, so I think it might have been C and D. No, it wasn't D, because D was the one that's freaking out. C and E, I think. Because C just wants to play outside, and then E was like, oh no. I was here, but then I left. A said that they were doing reading. B was like, oh, murdered? Really? With a knife? So I think I'm gonna go with C and E. Wait, B was like, oh, really? He got murdered. I think I'm gonna go with B and E. Nope, think it over one more time. B and D. Right, I explained it and he seems to understand. It should be fine now. Killing a person, what an awful thing to do. Let's go. Are you going in? I am. There's a novel here. A strange book, isn't it? But lots of people have read it. I wrote it, but my name is my friend's. Yes, I hate it. I know I've told you that again and again. My name itself is great. My teacher gave it to me. But I hate myself so much for not living up to the name. This is where we part. This is my world. This door leads to my present self's world. It's very tiny and still restricted. It's open. Why did it come to this? You're smart, so perhaps you know. If you know the answer, tell me, Ellen. It's locked. Read. Victims of nightmare syndrome continue to increase. I'm glad they found some good food, but they're up to something in our world to drag people into the world. Parents suddenly being violent to children, abandoning them, forsaking them. It must be the rabbit's power. The cat must be up to something too. What did he tell me back then? I only took one thing from you. Was it really only one? Can a person be so easily ruined by having one thing taken? Is the cat lying? I don't have a clue. There's no time, no time, no time. The door. It's a diary. Read. I bought a house, but it was formerly a facility. It's much too big for me. I can see myself getting lost easily. I'm indebted to Cliff once again. I should really thank him later. Today I met a girl, a few days ago. She was found near a house that burnt down and seems to be the daughter. She insists there's someone other than her. She seems to have another personality, so I gave her double the furniture and such. I wasn't sure what to do, but at any rate, I found a research subject this way. She's now in my care. No symptoms at the moment. I met a second girl. I received a letter 3 days ago that had all the particulars. Perhaps because of what she's been through, she's much less cheery. She's reluctant to talk to me. She enjoyed talking with the other girl. Not for very long. It may be slow, but I'll try to get her talking with me. No symptoms at the moment. The third day, I met a boy. I was surprised, and given his mother, I decided to take him in. He talks plenty, but he's illogical. He was a little awkward with the two girls, but they're playing together a few days later. Today he kept putting frogs on my head. He's a bit too mischievous. No symptoms at the moment. I met a fourth, a girl. She walked from a town in the woods. I talked with her, and she told me about a new mysterious illness. Eventually, it wiped out her town. Did she have a resistance to it? I'm a little interested, but it's unrelated. She doesn't want to talk about it much. It's hard to talk with her. She doesn't talk with the other girls, just playing piano in her room. No symptoms at the moment. All the children have the potential to break out, but still no symptoms. But are there still symptoms? How did it go back then? I'm getting a headache. I'll stop for now. A few pages were ripped out. I met a fifth child. He was outside when the incident happened. He says the shock caused memory loss. At a glance, I was surprised. It's just a hunch, but he must be on the verge. I'll watch him very carefully. 2 seasons have passed since then. What have I been doing? I feel like my chest is burning. I see the scene in my mind again. This must mean yes, very soon. It must be over soon. My head hurts. I'm sorry, Fiona. There's a scrap of paper in the back. Obtain a notebook scrap. When I came to, it was my usual world. She's still sleeping today. I X'd lots of people, but I never X'd. Why is that? Should I have X'd more? No, there's no bad people left. There's only good people around me. My cat says only bad people can X. Which is right. I don't know. I don't know a thing. I just keep trying to X people so I can be X'd. Alan! If you're here, then no. The cat can't be trusted. You really are proficient at breaking promises. It's quite troubling. That key. It looks sharp. Give that to teacher, would you? Right away. Now. Here's where I'm confused. And not confused in like, oh, I don't know what's going on. Confused as in like, it seems like he's doing experiments on these kids. And should I trust him or not? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose one of them that I think is right. And then I'll go back and do it again. Like, do the other option. Since I have time. I'm going to hide the key. Very well. This might hurt a little. I'm sorry. Haha, it doesn't even hurt. Now, it can end. This awful dream. Yes, it's the end. Will you hear my story? This isn't my first time in the world. I've been here before. Nightmare syndrome. As an avid reader, I'm sure you've heard of it at least once. A disease that keeps one from waking and takes their soul. The cause is said to be unknown, but I believe it emerges in children whose hearts are in darkness. Have you noticed? I took in hurt children with nowhere to go, helped them, and let them live with me. But secretly I observed and studied them as children who could acquire the sickness. I must have upset you. I'm sorry. I want to destroy this world and these dreams, whatever it takes. I lost someone important to me, right before my eyes in this world. Ever since then, I've thought of nothing else. It was my selfishness. So when you arrived, I was very surprised. Maybe because you reminded me of myself from back then. If I made you unhappy, I thought you'd acquire it. But I couldn't do that. Soon my door opened. I should have come alone. The rest of you were taken in as well, and the entrance grew bigger as a result. I tried various things, but nothing worked. Alan, although you opened the door, you did nothing wrong. It's all my fault. There. It's okay. This is my dream, my world. I've made too much weakness. Before I knew it, I was drowning in more than I could imagine. Than more I can manage. So I have to end it for her as well. I'm not very smart. She often told me so. I researched long, but I guess it was all for naught. Take this. Obtained a locket. I can't give you what you wanted most, because I was never given it. I don't even know what it's like. I'm sorry. If you have nothing, then you should make something. You have wonderful friends all around you. Just take it slow. You're smart, Alan, so you'll be fine. Right, I'm an adult. Allegedly, so they won't eat me. I'll figure something out. There's a number for a man named Cliff on my desk. Say my name, and he'll come help. He's my one and only friend. He's very kind. He'll be fine. Please forget about me. Then no one will have to come here again. Good night, Alan. Obtain a notebook scrap. Why wasn't I X'd? I thought I would be X'd then, but I simply wasn't able to X, because I didn't know how to X. What will I do now? I've lost everything. I have nothing. Oh, I'm so sleepy. X me. Someone please X me. Okay, so none of these kids are talking to me. No response. Look at his face. Teacher. Good night, teacher. Okay, so that was that. I liked this game, but I didn't really see it as like a horror game. It was more of like a adventure game. I still liked it though. It was really, really fun, but just not a horror game. So I will go back and redo that scene, and I will give him the key, see what happens then. I don't know if it's going to be if it's the same, then I'm not going to insert it into the video. If it's different, then of course I'm going to. But yeah. And good night. Okay, so I got a ending, so I'm going to go back and give him the key. Good boy. It's the boy from earlier and a girl who resembles him, and this note. I'm in beverage but not in rank. I'm in separate but not in part. I'm in but not in... I'm in drizzle but not in rain. I'm in card but not in automobile. Okay, so the endings were exactly the same as far as I could see, unless at the end of this it says that there's a different ending. But I'm not gonna play through the whole thing again and get all the endings, I'm sorry. Unless it's requested, I'm not gonna do it. So yeah, that's the end of that. If there's something different, I will, if it's a different ending, I'll cut it out and show you the ending or whatever. But yeah. So I got a ending, and I actually think I'm gonna end this here. So if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, hit that like button. Until next time, my scaredy cats. Bye bye.